I never imagined that the happiest day of my life would turn into one of the most humiliating experiences. My wife, or rather my soon-to-be ex, had spent weeks planning her wedding with another man, and she made sure I was aware of her intentions. She wanted everyone to see me as a bitter, forgotten ex, a man who had lost his chance at happiness. The invitations I received were curt, and the tone of her messages made it clear. She intended to embarrass me publicly. On the day of the wedding, I could feel the tension building as I approached the venue. I knew that walking in like any ordinary guest would only fulfill her plan. Instead, I had arranged something that would not only make an entrance but also leave an unforgettable impression. As I stepped out of the limousine, the driver opening the door with a courteous bow, heads turned. Cameras flashed and whispers rippled through the crowd. My presence was impossible to ignore. Her smile froze the moment she noticed me. The room, which had been buzzing with laughter and chatter, suddenly fell into a stunned silence. The man she had intended to showcase as her perfect choice looked confused, unsure of who I was. For a brief moment, it seemed like time had paused. I could see the realization dawn in her eyes. Her plan to humiliate me had backfired, spectacularly. I walked with confidence down the aisle, my steps measured and deliberate. Everyone who had been invited to witness her victory over me was now questioning their assumptions. I didn't shout, I didn't argue. I simply existed, commanding attention effortlessly. The limousine, parked nearby, became a symbol of my triumph, a subtle reminder that I had moved on, built my life, and wasn't about to be shamed by anyone's petty games. When I finally approached her, our eyes met, and I could see the shock mixed with regret. She opened her mouth, probably to say something cutting, but the words never came. I smiled politely, nodded, and turned away. There was no need for drama. My entrance had spoken louder than any argument could. Humiliation is often in the eye of the beholder, and today, it was she who felt it. As I left the venue later that evening, I realized something important. Revenge, when executed with poise, doesn't require cruelty. Showing strength and dignity in the face of someone else's attempts to humiliate you is the ultimate victory. I had arrived in a limousine, yes, but what mattered more was the quiet, undeniable truth. I had risen above her pettiness and preserved my self-respect, leaving her to confront her own mistakes.